Hello again, we're Group D, and we're here to give a brief overview of everything we've done for our project so far.
And my name is Jingkang.
I'm Allan.
And I'm Oni. So our product definitions stayed the same, basically. So our primary is as the technology found in the average household advances, fewer and fewer children understand how to use touch tone phones. Our secondary stayed the same. The program only educates the children. The problem is the parents typically don't know any more about fire safety than the children do. Our product vision is to create a way to simulate a phone call for demonstration purposes and an easily accessible and friendly source of knowledge for the parents to become familiar with the information regarding fire safety. Our project rationale, fires are by and large mostly preventable by aiding programs that educate on fire and fire safety to reach further and educate more efficiently. The number of unnecessary catastrophes can be reduced. Our stakeholders could be Regina Fire and Protective Services, children, parents, and other fire safety programs. Some assumptions we made. Users have access to a phone. Users speak English. RFPS has access to two phones, so they can make use of apps and technologies available. Some constraints were time, knowledge, experience on app development, getting parents to use the app, high-level customer needs and requirements. So a customer needs a way of demonstrating a 911 phone call. The customer needs a way to educate parents about fire safety. So our affinity diagram and empathy mapping diagram were done early in the semester. So we broke down the affinity into three: goal, requirement, and features and design. And under the features and design, we have the informative part and we have the interactive part. So and our empathy map was done based on the child. Yeah. So this is our USM. So if you notice, we added more stuff to the USM, our MVP3 in particular. We also tagged our MVP1, which was our target. So we tagged it as done because we are at the finishing stage. So our MVP2 will be something we plan on doing in the future. So we plan on rebuilding the 911 interface. We plan on having 911 Q&A. We plan on having 911 information up there also. Our MVP3, we plan on adding a profile, more pictures and graphics, an emergency exit plan, and also multiple language functionality.
Okay, for our low fidelity and high fidelity prototype, we have built 4 low fidelity prototype and 2 high fidelity prototypes. Now the PPT should be on the low fidelity, not high fidelity.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is the first one. The first one starts with a normal phone pad with 3 option buttons at the bottom. The phone pad is for the 911 simulator function, which is our primary task. The preset button guides the user to preset a number to call, which is at the red corner bottom. After preset, this number should be stored as fake 911. Once the user press 911 on the main phone pad, the phone will redirect the call to the preset number instead to call the real 911. The tip button guides the user to the fire safety information section, which looks like a magazine-like image and paragraph. The QA button guides the user to the quiz section, which is to test the knowledge of the user about the fire safety. If the user got correct, it should give a check mark with a positive reinforcement message, and also with tips message at the bottom, just like our top hat questions. Okay, the second one is kind of the same, but with a different layout. The main page is having two buttons, which represents the two main functions of the app. 911 should go to a preset mode and phone call mode after that. Info should go to the page with three bubbles. The QA bubble represents the quiz function of the app. The tip bubble represents the fire safety information function, and the 911 bubble is just a shortcut to the main phone call function. And the third one is having three buttons at the main page: education app, simulator, and test yourself. Simulator is similar to the previous two designs. The three buttons represents the three main functions of the app: fire safety information, 911 simulator, and quiz function. And the last one is kind of like the second one with two buttons on the main page. Okay, the next one with two buttons on the main page. But this design is having a big topic name on the top of each page, which can give the user a clear view of which mode they are currently in. Next slide. Okay, so we are in the high fidelity prototype. The first high fidelity prototype comes from the first low fidelity prototype with some detail and redesign. After press the safety first app icon, the preset screen will show up. The bottom three green image are buttons of the other functions, but they are not available for this page because this page is only have one function, real 911 call. The user can press 911 on this page and press the call button to call the real 911. This function is for emergency use only. This emergency function has been put on the first page of the app so that the user can make a call at the first second once open the app. The very top blank area means there has no preset number stored. We will see this change later. The page has a big button, hashtag who to call, to get the user to preset the practice phone number. After press the who to call button, the user can input their practice phone number. This number will be stored as fake 911. After press the button with a gear icon, the number has been stored. The homepage of the app should show up. You can see that the top area has been filled with the number just stored. This means that no matter what number pressed to call, the only number to call is this stored number. Let's try 911. 11 and call. Then this is the 911 fake 911 call page, which is the top black 911 is the name, the fake name, and the red one is the real number. Okay, let's end it. And the third button at the three button at the bottom represent the three secondary functions of the app: tips, quiz, and the preset number. After press the red ball button, the fire safety information section should show up. Users can press the left and right arrows down at the bottom to switch page. User can also press the image to zoom in for a bigger view at the first page. Yeah, and click yeah for a bigger view, and press the cross button at the top right corner to close zoom in. To go to home page, just press the home button at the top left corner. After press the home button, the home page should show up. User can also do a quiz to test their knowledge about fire safety, user can also change the preset button by using the third button with gear icon. Yeah. Yes. And the second high fidelity prototypes comes from the third low fidelity prototype, which has 3 buttons on the main page. After press the 911 simulator button, the user should input its preset number to store first and save. After input the preset number, the user can press save to call a function to the call function. Users can press 911 and make a practice phone call. A user can also press the gear icon to change their preset number, or press the home button to go back. After press the home button, the user can choose their other functions of the app to reinforce the knowledge of the fire safety. Okay, and for our design, the phone head button are vertically symmetric about the center of the screen. The call function is a phone image that signifies a phone call operation. Same with the tip button, which is a light bulb, signifies ideas or information. And also the preset button is a gear icon, which normally signifies sightings. We have also used enclosure principle to design the app. The menu option, which are the 3 buttons at the bottom, are kept separate from the rest of the screen. Okay, let's go back to PPT.
To showcase what we've built so far, we've put together a short demo. What just happened? All right. To start with, the user wants to add a contact to their phone and name them 911. This is to ensure that when the fake number is entered and the phone screen pops up, it says 911 on the screen. Next, in the app itself, the first screen you see requests a number to redirect you to. Here you enter the number of the contact that you just created or named 911. To save, hit the check mark at the bottom. And that's it. The app is ready to be used. For the 911 demonstration, any number entered in the call mode will call the redirect number instead. To change the number redirected to, hit the gear icon in the bottom left. As you can see here, this is why we called or made the contact 911 so that the number at the top here doesn't appear. To touch on the design principles we used in the actual design, we used similarity, proximity, and symmetry. We tried to mimic the standard phone app fairly closely to make dialing 911 as realistic as we could during the demonstration. To briefly cover our GitHub, we have split our files into 2 major parts, the app code and documentation. As well, we have a README detailing app requirements, install instructions, and links to important documents and videos. To reflect our group reflection, how did we feel about this project? What did we like about it, and what did we dislike? We liked this project taught us about user interface design and what it means to work with a real customer. We disliked how this project coding time felt short, and sometimes we felt lost in how to move forward in our project. What did you learn about yourself as you collaborated and worked through this project? Nobody's perfect. Some of us are better at coding. Some of us are better with design. How will you use what you have learned on this project going forward? This project required the learning and use of skill sets in multiple areas in design and collaboration, which we believe will be useful tools moving forward regardless of what future projects we take on. And that's it. Thanks for watching.